I'm now with Luc Julia. Nice to meet you. And welcome to be here on this Digiworld Summit 2014. You are Vice President of Innovation for Samsung Company, and you'll be one of the speakers during the closing keynote about It's All About Data. Can you tell us what will be the main message of your speech?
Sure. So, of course, when we talk about Samsung, we don't really imagine that we are doing something else than hardware. I mean, most of the things that we are doing are phone, TVs, and other electronic devices. So it's, a new thing for us that we are doing. We are going to talk about software and data. So basically, when I'm thinking about Internet of Things, since this is what we are talking about here, we need to give a new definition for it. And most of the people, are their own view about Internet of Things. In our case, we are defining it by saying that it's all about data. It's only data. It's about collecting the data. It's about massaging the data once it's collected. It's about transporting the data from wherever they are to the place they are going to be massaged. So, our vision is pretty simple. We believe that we need an ecosystem, we need a platform that is going to collect and massage those data. And this is with the platform, the ecosystem that we are building right now, that is called SAMI. That is this new initiative that I'm leading for Samsung. We really believe that the next generation of software and services, application and services that are going to be developed are going to be based on such an ecosystem, on data.
And there is something really amazing, really surprising. From your point of view, the connectivity is broken. Can you explain us a little bit more? What does this mean, really?
Yeah, so when we talk about Internet of Things, I mean, a lot of people are talking about numbers. They are talking about the number of devices that are going to be connected in the next few years. And when you look at the at the experts that are talking about that in the past few months, in the past 2 years, let's say, I mean, numbers like 20 billion, 100 billion, 200 billion devices are going to be connected. I think that when we talk about such numbers, the current ways we are connecting devices is actually totally broken. It's not going to work. I mean, we are not going to have the bandwidth. We are not going to have the right ways to connect the devices if we are using the current technologies like Wi-Fi, Zigbee, Z-Wave, 3G, NG, whatever it is. So I believe that we need, as a community, we really need to look at that, because first of all, I think that it's not going to be 100 billion devices. It's going to be many, many more than that. It's going to be trillions of devices by 2020. This revolution already started a few months ago, a few years ago. It's right now. It's happening right now. And we know that it's going to be many more devices than just a few billion. And because of that, and because we see today in our houses how the devices are connected, how they are not connected correctly. We see that the distance is an issue, we see that the number is an issue, and so I think that we need to look at something else than just the current ways we are trying to connect devices. And 5G, 4G, as good and well they seem to be, I don't think it's an issue of bandwidth, it's an issue of numbers and distance. So this is what we have to look at.
So the conclusion could be it's all about data, and we haven't seen anything yet?
Yeah, we definitely didn't see anything yet. I mean, we are seeing it right now. We are seeing that a lot of devices are being connected, a lot more. I mean, I want to take the example of my house, right? I mean, I have a smart house that I'm building for the past 15 years. And I mean, I'm a geek, in the Silicon Valley, so it makes sense that I'm doing that. But if I compare my house, that has something like 204 devices that are connected today, and if I compare the house of my sister who lives in France, and she has basically 2 devices connected, her phone and her computer, I mean, the factor between us is basically 100. So, I mean, there are today already billions of devices that are connected. But I'm the future, with this house, and I know that it's going to be 100 times more very, very, very soon. So 100 times more of billions is going to be, trillions. So anyway, all those devices, all those things that are connected are going to generate an incredible amount of data. And they are going to be very diverse, very different types of data that are going to basically improve our lives if we can understand what they are saying. And today, the challenge that we have is to basically understand this amount of data. We do not. We live in silos. People who are interpreting the data today, they are interpreting them in their own silos. They don't try to open their mind and to look at the data in the context of a specific application. In our case, we are trying to look at the data in the context of the human. So we look at all those data that are coming from everywhere and interpret that around the activity of the human. And this is what we believe is going to be a lot of data that we need to understand in order to deliver applications and services that are going to be magical.
Thank you. Thank you, Luc Julia. Thank you to be here on the Digiworld Summit 2013. Thank you.
Thank you very much.